Please welcome the host, Bradley Bradlerson! Thank you, guys. I am, of course, your host, Bradley Bradlerson, and welcome to How Cool Is Wax? So first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our contestants today, the Honest Entrepreneurs. Welcome, guys, welcome. So firstly, contestant number one, what is your name and how long have you been selling on Amazon?
My name is Tom and I've been selling on Amazon for 6 months.
Welcome, Tom, and contestant number two.
My name's Alex and I've also been selling on Amazon for 6 months.
Lovely! The Honest Entrepreneurs, ladies and gentlemen. Right, first and foremost, guys, now let's see what they are playing for today. Today's grand prize is a brand new MacBook Pro! And now a quick word from our sponsors. As we all know, Helium10 is the go-to software for Amazon sellers, and Alibaba is the premier website for finding suppliers. Luckily for us, the two have joined forces and now allow their users to source suppliers without even having to leave Amazon. How cool is that? Pretty cool, I think. So it's now time for our first question of the day. Contestants, fingers on the buzzers, here we go. Today we start with home and garden. So here we are, home and garden, ladies and gentlemen. Which shoe edition makes holes in your lawn so air, water and nutrients can reach the roots? Yes, contestant number two.
Stilettos?
Oh, stilettos, it's a great guess, but is it right? Unfortunately, it is not. Oh, fantastic. Contestant number one, any guesses? Yes.
Lawn aerator shoes.
Lawn aerator shoes, is it correct?
Okay guys, so we're here inside Amazon where I want to show you a new feature added to the Helium10 repertoire that's making things a little bit easier again for our sellers. So let's take a look here at this handsome gentleman's answer on the hilarious quiz show. If we take a look here, we can see straight away we've got only 138 results, which isn't too bad. Lawn aerator shoes, I'm sure you all know what they are and grew up with these around your house. And what we can see straight away is a price point around the 25, 26, so around 27 bucks for the top results. Scrolling down here, around the $27 mark seems to be the price point for the market. So what we'll of course do every time we go on a kind of result on Amazon is hit X-ray from Helium10, click on the Chrome extension, hit that, we instantly are given a lot of facts and figures. We can see here the search volume, 2100, not too bad to be honest, that shows us a bit of demand in the market. We can obviously also see the revenue, the sales, the price, the FBA fee, all that good stuff. We're not going to get into that today onto this video because there's a new feature that we want to show you. So having looked at this data, we would obviously make a kind of quick decision. Is this worth looking into more? Let's say for argument's sake that it is, and we would generally go over to Alibaba.com, manually search this and try and find some suppliers. However, Helium10 have made that much easier than it was previously. You can actually just hit this source on Alibaba.com button. It should be on everyone's extensions now. If not, please do update to the latest version, it's well worth it. Straight away here, we can see 352 products found starting at 10 cents, which is probably a bit low, for lawn aerator shoes. So we can see instantly straight away, there are numerous results here. You can keep scrolling down for different variations on this fantastic product. This is actually a product that we found using Blackbox previously. It's one we decided not to go for, but it's a good example of a kind of very niche and peculiar product you may not have ever heard of before. So one of the best things about this new extension are these filter options at the top. What we can do instantly is narrow down our results to see the best possible factories. So let's say we want to have a minimum vendor rating of 4.5 and a minimum price, let's call it, let's say $3 minimum just for the sake of this video, and let's say the MOQ, we'll leave that blank for now. MOQ is the minimum order quantity, by the way, for those that don't know. So we hit apply on that. That will take the 352 down to 259 results. Let's say we wanted to refine that a little bit more and get the best of the best factories. What we can do is hit advanced filters, the supplier country. We're going to leave it as China for now, but what you can actually do is use United States, Japan, South Korea, India, Pakistan, Vietnam, and Thailand, and I imagine there'll be more added there soon. The vendor type, which is manufacturer trading company or manufacturer and trading company, we'll leave it as manufacturer for now. And also the age of the account. And why the age of the account is important, you want to go for 3 years plus. That means they've had a lot of traffic through their business, they've had a lot of orders, they've had a lot of successful orders, and they've built up a good reputation. And the last filter we like to click is only verified. If you click that button there, that means you're only going to get the best of the best that have been verified by Alibaba themselves. We hit apply again. That brings us down to 34 results. That's much more manageable. We can work through that. What we can also do is scroll down throughout these 34 results. We can see all the options, the scores here, like 5 stars, 5 stars, 4.6 stars. It's very promising, to be honest. That looks really good. So looking at this top result here, $3.99 to $4.99 per piece. They've got 11 years on Alibaba, so they must be a real OG of the game. They've also got 4.9 out of 5, so fantastic review score. That's looking really good and promising for this product. And if you prefer, what you can also do is hit view more on Alibaba. That will straight away bring up a new tab. You've got your top results there, and you can scroll down through all of the options on Alibaba itself. We're going to stay on Amazon for the time being. Now we're armed with this information that is about $3.99 to $4.99 per unit. So let's head back to Amazon itself. Let's look at this X-ray. So the top organic result is this guy, $8,700. If we jump into his listing, straight away we can see he's selling for $25.99. So if you recall, the price is around $3 to $4 a unit, which means he's probably making a pretty good margin. That's a good sign that this could be a goer. If we scroll down here to give us a bit more guidance to the profitability calculator, we can see here a number of different bits of information that are really useful. The size tier in particular is really useful. You can see your estimated shipping cost. And what you can also see here is a unit manufacturing cost. Now, Helium does estimate these, and it's honestly pretty accurate, but armed with this knowledge now, we can make it a bit more precise. So let's change this. We'll pick a middle ground with $3.50 per unit. What that will then do is update all this down below. So that price set at $3.50, we're looking at a margin of 46%, which is $12 a unit profit and an ROI of 256, which is extremely healthy. That would really get me going. Obviously, we go a bit more in depth than that, but let's say you're happy to go ahead. That looks really enticing. You want to get a bit more information from the supplier. What we do is jump back to here. We go back to source on Alibaba again. We put up the results. I think this is actually our guy here at the top, isn't it? So 11 years, yeah, that's him in the game. So let's say we want to contact him directly. We can actually just click this. It'll take us straight to their product page, and then we can contact the supplier here on the right-hand side. Easy as that.
A 1-0 lead. But now, let's take a brief pause to get to know our contestants a little better. So, contestant number 1, what is your favourite thing about selling on Amazon?
I just really love meeting like-minded people and other...
Okay, and contestant number 2, what is your favourite thing?
It's the money, man.
It is the money, it is, yes, congratulations. It's now time for our second question of the day. It's one of our famous higher or lower questions. Let's have a look at it, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go. It is, do lawn aerator shoes have a higher or lower search volume than garden kneading pads? What do we think, ladies and gentlemen? Higher or lower? Yes. Is it lower? Is it lower? Contestant number 2, what do you think?
Is it higher, brother?
Let's have a look.
Guys, this is tense. Who's gonna win that MacBook? Oof, God, stick around to find out. Subscribe to the channel, guys, if you're enjoying the content. Me and Tom are being a bit silly. We're gonna keep bringing out videos like this, so please subscribe. All right, so we're gonna dive in now to Alibaba, and we're gonna sort of continue off with a little bit more in depth after what Tom was looking at previously. And let's have a look. Lawn aerator shoes. So what we can do here with this new tool from Helium10 is from this page we can hit the launch Alibaba demand analyzer tool. From this page here, there's a lot of information we can look at, and let's start by looking at the search volume. So this gives us an indication of the demand of the product. So what you can do if you hit this button here is you can see the search volume history. You can see for 30 days, 90 days, and a year. What that allows you to do is check, is there any seasonality? So you can see here with this particular product, the volume of searches drops over Christmas, because that's obvious, right? This is a great way to check, is your product super seasonal? That might be good, that might be bad, but make sure you check it on here before you go any further. Another great part of the demand analyzer is you can click this button here, see all metrics, and what this is going to do is it's going to take you into Black Box. So Black Box is a way of doing Amazon research. Obviously we've come from Alibaba, but you can start in Helium10. The most important part of this page is this part here with all of these different filters. We're going to be doing a video that goes very in depth on these filters, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I'm not going to go too much into it for the sake of the video today, but this is where you can filter down the products that you're looking at with Helium10 by revenue, by price, by review count, by number of suppliers, by number of sellers, all of that type of good stuff. Right? So let's go back to the demand analyzer. Here you can see all of these related keywords that it's pulling it. I mean, previously you couldn't see any of this from Alibaba, but now this is great because you can see it all without actually going into Helium10. You can see the top products here on the right hand side. The second thing that I wanted to show you guys is this. If you hit the C keyword list, so you can take a look and you can look through this list of related keywords. So this is a great way of just finding similar products to the one that you were looking at. And we find some gems in here just by taking this. And again, we've got these filters at the top that are very important. You can search this by minimum search volume, word count, competing products, whatever takes your fancy. Again, we've got a video coming out for this stuff, so I'm going to go a little bit further in depth into that later on. So we come back here to the demand analyzer, so we can see total revenue, average revenue, and the average price. So this is just a great little way of doing it from Alibaba itself. If we go back now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the supplier that Tom found in the previous part of the video. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to jump back into the search results page for lawn area shoes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to find, this is a supplier that Tom had previously looked at in the first part of the video. One tip that we can do from here is if you click on the actual name of the supplier, what this is going to do is it's going to take you to their catalog, right? This is where they show all of their related products. So this is a great way of finding related products to one that you found on Alibaba or through Black Box, whatever research method you use with Helium10. You can take a look here and you can find related products that might be good to sell. So one that Tom mentioned to me that he'd found during his research in the other part of the video was a garden kneeling pad. Some of you might be garden green finger extraordinaires. I'm not, so I didn't know what this was. But essentially, what it is it's something that you use when you're weeding, when you're planting seeds, whatever it is. You kneel on it, and it protects your delicate knees. So this is a product that Tom found that's related to the other products. So potentially, we could sell both. We could create a brand around this. So what we want to do if we come up to the top here is we can go back to Amazon now and we can put in garden kneeling pad. And we can have a little look. We can have a look what comes up. We can see, would there be, room for us to enter this market? But then also what we can see is if we hit X-ray here, we can see the search volume and we can compare the two. So we're looking at two different products, which is in more demand. This is a great way again of coming from Alibaba back to Amazon to check the demand of a product. Before I go, guys, one thing that I wanted to say that we always look at is to try and understand the level of saturation of a market. When you make a search in Alibaba, if you can see a ton of the results that show the same product, it means that there's a lot of demand for that product. Doesn't necessarily mean that's a good thing. It means there's a lot of people looking to sell that product, which is an indication of how saturated the market is. Thanks for joining me today, guys. Please subscribe to the channel and let's get back to the game show to see who wins in How Cool Is That?
I said, let's take a look! Tom, the screen. It is higher! Congratulations, that is a point to Alex, which means it is 1-1. That can only mean one thing. It's time for sudden death. Welcome to sudden death. Contestants, fingers on those buzzers. It is the last and final question. Let us take a look. Here we go. It is, what is the discount code for your YouTube viewers to get 50% off their first month using Helium10? Contestants? Yes, Tom.
Is it the Honest H50?
Is it the Honest H50? Well have won the grand prize today. It is a brand new MacBook Pro! How cool is that?
Pretty cool, I think.
Thank you very, very much, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, please do join us again next week for another episode of How Cool Is That?
Give me a laptop!
Stop! Stop! No, stop recording! Stop recording!